Snow Cafe moon, early lyrics coughed amber in the window glow. I breathe it in like something warm. The winter never learned to hold. Road leans into a gentle sway, each chord a little sigh that stays. And I feel the room unfold around me. Outside the snow takes careful steps, falling slow to match my thoughts. Bass walks underneath my chest, guiding every drift I've lost. The sleigh bells ring a lazy line, barely keeping time, but still reminding me I'm here tonight. There's a quiet in the cafe light that wraps me up just right, turning every small mistake into a tender kind of grace. If you were here beside my chair, breath fogging in the air, I'd let the moment speak for us both. Tape hiss hums like a hidden fire, warming every fading wire, mixing memory with the glow of coffee brown and falling snow. I close my eyes to feel the spin of slow jazz settling in, a whispered rhythm in my pulse. People pass with drifting coats, their shadows rippling on the glass. I trace the outlines as they go, wondering which one circle back roads paints a little silver arc, a lantern in the dark, and something soft begins to rise. There's a quiet in the cafe light that turns a cold polite, keeping the world at bay with a tender lo-fi sway. If you ever find this place again, pushing through the winter wind, I'll save a corner seat for your return. Softly on the sill, building shapes the night won't keep. I hum a line that drifts until the moment wraps me half asleep. Bass climbs a gentle slanted trail, brush drums like fallen veils, and every heartbeat slows to match. And the quiet in the cafe light holds me through the night, letting the smallest tune glow a little brighter soon. If the snowfall writes your name, I'll follow it just the same, back to the warmth of this snow cafe moon. Above the door gives just a tiny chime, marking the slow, deliberate pace of time. I watch the snow fall past the foggy glass, wishing that this quiet mood could somehow last. The upright bass is talking low and deep about the promises we couldn't keep. But it sounds less like a sorrow, more a soft defense, a simple walking groove that makes perfect sense. The roads is pouring cream into the air, counting gently for the weight we have to bear. Every voicing is a question asked and then answered softly before it comes again. The percussion whispers a brush across the snare, a sleigh bell tap confirming someone's there. We sit inside this warmth, the air so thick and sweet, while the frost is working magic on the street. I see the ghost of every hurried step, the secrets that the winter ground has kept. And the rhythm here is slow enough to see the things I keep pretending aren't part of me. The bass line dips, the keys reply in kind, a perfect tiny piece of peace to find in the easy conversation of the sound, the most sincere belief I've ever found. The tape hiss makes a blanket warm and wide, where everything that matters can safely hide. And I forget the hour, forget the place, lost in the quiet comfort of this space. The roads comping patiently, note by note, the single perfect thing I had to note before I step back out where the air is thin and the beautiful cold chaos can begin.
Brought hums a little warm through the icy morning glow, and the bass walks off beside it like it's chasing steps in snow. Your breath curls on the air in a fragile silver thread, while the vinyl pops around us like the path we haven't read. Trumpet drifting in the white, a quiet ember in the chill, melting in the slow swing rhythm as if time forgot to fill. And we move in a frost groove, barely waking, letting night slip away without breaking, as the world rests in all the shapes it's making. Footsteps echo in the static, tiny sparks in winter's hand. hand, and the road lifts each one gently, like it wants to understand. You smile out of the haze, soft and warm against the blue, and the bass leans close to follow every subtle shift in you. Trumpet drifting in the white, a quiet ember in the chill, melting in the slow swing rhythm, as if time forgot to fill. And we move in a frost groove, barely waking, letting night slip away without breaking, as the world rests in all the shapes it's making. If the dawn grows brighter soon and the snow begins to fade, I'll still hear your voice unfolding in the sounds this moment made. Stay inside the glowing hush, where the cold can't quite intrude. Roads humming like a promise wrapped in soft, forgiving mood. And we move in a frost groove, barely waking, with the trumpet's final shimmer overtaking, as the snow keeps its quiet world of aching.
The needle drops, a sudden hiss, a quiet velvet shock. It's 80 BPM tonight, checking the steady clock. The frost outside is locking down the volume of the street, but in here the only sound is the rhythm of the feet. The feet, I mean, are ghost steps in the vinyl snowy crackle. A comfortable distortion, a story I can tackle. The upright bass is talking low, a warm and steady tone, saying you're never fully lost if you just listen to the known. The roads is making patterns, a soft and simple loop, falling into the atmosphere, a quiet, gentle swoop. I hear the trumpet breathing low, a muted amber sigh, a small reminder of the things that still feel right, still fly. This slow swing is a blanket, folded twice and put away. It keeps the edges of the dark from eating up the day. We've learned to live inside the scratch, the flutter and the hum, waiting for a feeling that we know will surely come. I trace the circumference of the label with my thumb, thinking about the distance from where I am to where I'm from, and how the snow outside looks clean, untouched and so defined. But everything that matters is the dust I leave behind. The drummer keeps that tempo slack, slightly dragging oh so late, a perfect human imperfection that seals my final fate. To stay right here beneath the warmth of analog design, just me and all the surface noise, feeling perfectly fine. The world is muffled now and gone, sealed behind the glass, and I'm just waiting for the last track to inevitably pass. The day wakes slow and silent as the road begins to rise, warm as coffee in the cold and soft as hope behind your eyes. Bass stepping in a whisper, round and patient at my feet, brush snare blurring with a hush where night and daylight gently meet. Trumpet curling through the mist, the sunrise drawn in gold and blue, melting into early light like it was made to follow you. And we breathe into the snow morning jazz, letting time find the shape it never has as the world loosens all the things it asks. You smile into the window where the dawn writes on the glass, and the road dances softly with a chord that seems to pass through your hair. The pale light lingers like it's learning how to stay, and the bass leans close beneath it, guiding shadows into day. Trumpet curling through the mist, a sunrise drawn in gold and blue, melting into early light like it was made to follow you. And we breathe into the snow morning jazz, letting time find the shape it never has as the world loosens all the things it asks. If the warmth begins to wander and the glow starts slipping thin, I'll still hear your quiet footsteps where the morning once stepped in. Stay inside this fragile stillness where the frost can't touch the tune. Roads humming like a promise that the day will open soon. And we breathe into the snow morning jazz as the trumpet's final shimmer slowly casts a soft light where our shadows gently pass. Low lights flicker on the window as the roads begins to flow, glimmering in gentle colors only winter seems to know. Your breath drips warm beside me like a lantern in the cold, and the bass leans slow beneath us, walking secrets never told.
Trumpet humming through the haze, a soft December pulse of gold, floating in the car swing like a story left on hold. And we move in a winter glow groove, letting night shape the rhythm we choose as the world softens into something smooth. Snow falls quiet on the sidewalks, blurring out the distant sound, and the brush kid paints the silence into patterns safe and round. You laugh, a tiny spark that the tape his sweeps along, and the roads lifts up to meet it like it's catching every song. Trumpet humming through the haze, a soft December pulse of gold, floating in the kaya swing like a story left on hold. And we move in a winter glow groove, letting night shape the rhythm we choose as the world softens into something smooth. Stay in this drifting warmth where the hour never grows loud. Let the lights keep gently flickering like a halo in the crowd. If the dawn begins to whisper and the shine begins to fade, I'll still feel your quiet rhythm in the pulse this moment made. And we move in a winter glow groove as a trumpet's final shimmer slips through, and the night wraps a little closer around you. First light on the quiet, everything seems new. The kind of gentle, quiet day you just wanna sink into. I hear the coffee starting to drip, a small and steady sound, while a perfect silent blanket lies across the frosted ground. The snare brush whispers secrets that the darkness wouldn't tell, and the bass is tracing soft curves, breaking the sleepy spell. The road starts up a melody, warm like a fire's hum, a promise that the light will reach wherever you become. I watch the mist lift from the trees, thin and slow and cold. It's like the ending of a story that I was afraid was old. The tension of the long night fades, the shadows disappear, leaving only the soft feeling that something good is here. There's a comfort in the rhythm, a 3 a.m. kind of slow, a steady, easy tempo, letting all the worries go. The only thing that matters now is the perfect muted sound of this moment where the sunlight finally hits the ground. It paints the window pane in colors only softness knows, a quiet perfect explosion where the morning finally grows. I'm breathing in the chilled air, letting the feeling sink right down to the edge of every single thing I think. place where everything rests. Just the soft bass and the brush drums putting me to the test, asking me to simply be right here within the flow, watching the whole wide world wake up beneath the winter glow.
Always starts the same, just a quiet velvet pull. Another December evening, feeling less than full. The street is dressed in tinsel wire and temporary shine, but the only thing reflecting back is this empty cup of mine. The brush snare clicks a steady time, the bass is running low, a lo-fi swing designed to make the cold air move and flow. The road plays out a pattern, blinking red and green and gold. A pretty lie the season tells, a story bought and sold. I watch the couples walk by fast, bundled up and hand in hand. They look like they belong here, they seem to understand this whole production of the joy, the warmth, the perfect scene. I just stand here by the lamppost, somewhere in between. Somewhere in between. My smile is just a surface flash, a quick and clumsy trick. I'm perfectly adjusted to the feeling of the sick, and careful kind of numbness that the winter always brings. It doesn't hurt, it simply stops the heart from doing things. The muted trumpet cuts across a high and lonely sound. It's the one clear, honest voice in all the static spinning round, saying yeah, it's beautiful, this fragile frosted shell, but don't you dare lean into it, or you might find yourself or you might find yourself. Another slow exhale of breath, a phantom in the air. I let the music do the work, pretending that I care. The glow is just electricity, a temporary fix, just like the simple logic of these cars swinging licks. Let the low end groove just drag me on, let the tempo gently sway. I'll stay right here beneath the light until the break of day, waiting for the power to go out, the silence to descend, and for the cold truth of the pavement to finally be my friend. Finally be my friend. Here the room is hanging low, just out of my reach tonight. The city's humming underneath a curtain of blue light. The air conditioner sighs again, a weary rhythmic sound, while everything I thought I knew keeps spinning slowly round. This isn't velvet, it's just dust, caught in the moonbeam glare. And that's not smoke, it's only the cold condensing on the air. The road's piano starts to speak, a liquid muted phrase, pulling me through the back roads of these strange and quiet days. Analog swing, a slow heartbeat pushing time along. The bass line is the only truth I can still call my own song. We move in perfect counterpoint, a silent soft decree, the only two alive inside this sleeping scenery. I'm talking to the empty chairs, the brass rail on the bar, asking them how far is here and how close is where you are. And they just hum the melody, a low consistent drone, reminding me that in this place I'm perfectly alone. The trumpet gives a brief reply, a breathy perfect chime, a small sharp punctuation mark within the wasted time. It tells me that the silence isn't empty, it's just deep, a perfect space for promises that I intend to keep. So let the tape hiss breathe again, let the gentle flutter roll. This frost dream lounges, settling deep inside my very soul. A slow sustained illusion, warm and slightly out of tune, waiting here for sunrise or just waiting for the moon. Halls hums a little welcome into the early winter dark, and the bass leans close behind it, warming shadows where we start. Your breath curls into the silence, floating soft across the room, and the tape hiss sighs beside us like a wind that's lost its gloom.
Trumpet flickering in gold, just a whisper on the air.
fading ember caught between a laugh and chill. And the roads replies and shimmer with a tune that won't sit still. Brushes paint the quiet corners in a drifting winter art, keeping rhythm with your heartbeat in a room stripped of the dark. Trumpet flickering in gold, just a whisper on the air, falling gentle through the swing as if deciding to be there. And we glide through the frost dream lounge tonight, letting time melt its edges out of sight as the world dims itself to softer light. If the night grows slow and distant and the last glow starts to thin, I'll still hear your warmth returning with a hiss of gentle wind. Stay here where the chords fall careful, where the hush can hold its ground. Roads blooming like a quiet promise in the haven we have found. And we glide through the frost dream lounge tonight as the trumpet's final shimmer lifts in flight, and the day never quite reclaims its right.
Snow drifts along the pavement where the lamplight leans to sleep, and the road sends ember murmurs down the alley soft and deep. Your shadow moves beside me like a rhythm half awake, and the bass walks slow behind us, finding warmth in every take. Trumpet echo in the dark, muted glow through winter air, fading just around the corner like a song that's always there. And we move through the candle street jazz night, letting time fold its edges out of sight as the world dims itself to gentle light. You breathe a little laughter into the cold that clings to us, and the snare paints lazy circles like it's following your trust. Footprints blur together in a quiet two-step sway, and the road keeps humming secrets that the snow won't give away. Trumpet echo in the dark, muted glow through winter air, fading just around the corner like a song that's always there. And we move through the candle street jazz night, letting time fold its edges out of sight as the world dims itself to gentle light. If the wind grows bolder and the night begins to thin, I'll still hear your voice returning where the music once stepped in. Stay along this quiet street where the warmth won't ever fade. Roads humming like a small lantern, guiding every step we've made. And we move through the Candle Street Jazz night, with the trumpet's final shimmer taking flight, as the snow softens everything in sight. Candle Street Nocturne. Air air is thick with neon smoke and frozen rain. Another slow 9 to 5 train pulling out again. I'm standing where the alley bends beneath a broken sign, tracing the ghost of last night's feeling in a cheap red wine. You can hear the city breathing low, a muted velvet drone, the baseline of 1,000 lonely footsteps making their way home. And every window holding light is a picture postcard light, a perfect life behind the glass, while the wind is whispering by. The pavement sings a minor key, a damp and hollow sound. Only the ghost notes on the stair know where I'm truly bound. My breath catches on the word, a low, quick, smoky cloud, lost in the quiet conversation of a thinning crowd. This candle on the fire escape is fighting hard to stay. A tiny flame of stubborn hope that won't quite fade away. It casts a shadow half the size of what I used to be, and maybe that's the honest view I needed now to see. The trumpet echoes once, twice down the narrow canyon street, a cold sweet sound that holds the lonely tension of defeat. It smears the edges of the dark and draws the feeling out, leaving no room for confusion, no space left for doubt. I remember saying something sharp, something I didn't mean, just trying to keep the surface cool, maintain the weary scene. But the slow lo-fi swing keeps knocking, persistent and so true, a rhythm that insists on bringing me right back to you. So let the city keep its silence, let the snow begin to fall. I'm gonna stay right here and watch the shadows stretch and crawl until the morning breaks the spell and the light begins to spill. I'll just be holding on to this, the strange and quiet thrill. Snow window walls that tell you lyrics mine, halo tonight, a blur of golden snow. In every car that rushes by,
makes a promise. I don't know, I trace a circle on the glass, a quarter note of steam. I've been standing in the doorway of a half-forgotten dream. 3 beats to the measure, 3 reasons I should move. But the weight of all this quiet is a complicated groove. The radiator's clicking out, a rhythm old and slow, and I'm dancing with the dust motes in the window glow. Remember all the nights we drove until the map ran out of white. The reckless speed of summer fading into the fading light. Now every corner of this room holds the echo of your turn, and I watch the snowfall practice all the lessons I won't learn. Oh, the snow outside is waltzing, it's a perfect endless spin. It doesn't care about the state I'm in, it just keeps falling, effortless and true, while I'm still waiting here for you. A trumpet whispers something soft about a mile away. It's a beautiful, lonely sound that has nothing left to say. Just breath and brass and frozen air. A melody so light that it holds the world in 3/4 time tonight. And I wonder if you see the same silent silver street, if your own window pane is holding all the cold and all the heat. The bass line humming low beneath the silence, underneath the floor, telling me I've got enough for one more minute, maybe more. Oh, the snow outside is waltzing, it's a perfect endless spin. It doesn't care about the state I'm in, it just keeps falling, effortless and true, while I'm still waiting here for you. The breath starts catching on the word, the cold is coming in. It's a brand new start, a brand new loss. Where do I begin? The melody is blooming now, a harmony of chance. Just a lonely, quiet man learning how to dance.
Night settles in with a low soft crack, vinyl popping like distant sparks. I breathe against the ribbon's edge, letting warm air curl through the dark. Road leans into a faded hue, painting quiet shapes of you, and the room drifts slow in a midnight frame. Bass walks steady with a woolen slide, footsteps humming beneath my spine. Trumpet echoes from the shadow side, half a sigh behind the time. Tape hiss glows like a hidden fire, wrapping every small desire in flickers of old golden sound. falling thin. I hum the tune you taught me then, letting it melt against my chin. Road dancers in a silver arc, soft as lanterns in the dark, turning minutes into wine. There's a hush inside this lounge tonight, a place where winter learns to breathe. Brush swing lingers just out of sight, saying more than words can leave. Bass bends gently into place, giving my pulse a warmer pace, slow enough to keep you near. Trumpet drifts in a trembling glow, a late reply to something old. Its echo hangs on the edge of snow, like a memory left untold. I tilt my voice toward the fading light, letting every note take flight, hoping one will reach your hands. Tape hum curls at the end of lines, a soft reminder time's not clean. It cracks, it loops, it misaligns, but carries everything between. If you slip through this amber room, I'd save a seat in the smoke soft bloom, right where the swing leads home. Snow falls thin on the window glass, barely keeping up with the groove. I breathe a final quiet pass, feeling the moment choose its move. Roads whispers the last refrain, warm as breath on a frosted pane, and the night drifts deep into snow tape dreams. Echoes on the tent report. Little drops, a little satisfying pop, telling the hurried outside world to stop. This analog swing has its own gentle clock, built entirely of bass and subtle shock. The rose is washing over, soft and wide, a place where complicated thoughts can hide. I found this recording in a dusty old crate, a simple flicker on the tabletop, stretching shadows to my hands. Roads hums a sleepy afterthought, like it knows where the evening lands. I breathe a quiet tremble in the glow, letting each small second slow, watching the warmth unravel the night. Zitted trumpet drifts a gentle tea, soft as someone thinking twice. Bass walks in with a heavy ease, pressing footsteps into the light. I tilt my head toward the lazy tune, feeling the room lean into the bloom of everything we almost said. And the swing folds low like a whispered stay, letting candlelight color the gray. If you close your eyes, you might hear the haze of all the tiny truths we never phrase. Snowless night, but winter still, resting quiet on my lips. Brushed snare circles soft until the world forgets its edges. Roads drops a silver slow reply, half a laugh, half a lullaby, holding me where I stand. Trumpet leans on a trembling note, letting it wobble in the air. Bass pulls gently at my coat, nudging me into its care. I breathe in time with the flickering flame, feeling it write your name around the rim of the room. And the swing falls low like a whispered stay, letting candlelight color the gray. If the night allows, I'll follow the sway until the quiet carries us away. Candle melts into a soft descent, pooling gold on the wooden grain. Every chord feels heaven bent, drifting warm inside my frame. I close my eyes as the moment bends, hoping the tune extends long enough to reach you. And the swing folds low, mixed with flame and flow, letting the last slow glow settle right. If the darkness listens, maybe it'll show how to hold a heart in candlelight.
Candlelight and the fretless sight. The air is thick tonight and moving slow, exactly how a lazy evening ought to go. The only light is struggling from the wick, making everything feel strangely antique. The bass line is so loose it's practically asleep, finding all the secrets that the shadows keep. I watch the road's keys catch the single flame and whisper out without a complicated lonely name. This dusty corner of the world we found, where all the sharp edges of the day are drowned in the perfect slow momentum of a swing, a beautiful agreement the brush drums bring. The trumpet sighs a muted smoky sound, as if the perfect phrase can't quite be found. It searches through the haze of velvet quietly for something less demanding than reality. The rhythm gives permission to fall apart, just an inch or two away from the fragile heart. I don't need a loud conclusion or a sudden bright release, just this low-slung, fretless, temporary peace. The candlelight is flickering on the wall, making perfect sense of nothing much at all. Just a deep, persistent comfort in the air, the sound of someone finally ceasing to care. The groove is sinking deeper, pulling down the weight of every hurried choice and every tired state. I'm letting go of every expectation due and trusting in the lazy things we always knew. The trumpet lifts a little, a gentle smoky leggy rise, reflected in the quiet of my half-closed eyes. The bass line dips, the shimmer starts to fade. The best decisions are the ones we never made.